Welcome back into the Sports Source. This final segment of our show brought to you by the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. When you know you have a need for an attorney, don't wait around. Get in touch with the team that can protect you and your rights ASAP. Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill can do that for you. Make them your first call. All right, I want to remind people that today on Overtime we'll be taking your Twitter questions. So if you have any Vol football questions or any comments about what we discussed on the schedule stuff, we may go a little more in depth into some of that stuff after the show today. That airs this afternoon. Follow me on Twitter at SportsSourceTV. I'll tell you when it's posted this afternoon at SportsSource.tv, our website. All right, guys, Ray Kasongo will be transferring from the Tennessee basketball team. When these kinds of things happen early on in a coach's stay, I don't think it's a shock to anyone. It opens up a slot on the roster. Tennessee is targeting a couple of guys who are looking to transfer. One, a kid from Ohio State, another one, a pretty good player at Tulane. The odds of them getting either one of those are small, but they're targeting them. Either of those guys would have to sit a year. They're also looking at a kid named Emmett Holt, who was booted from the Indiana basketball team, wound up at a community college, junior college this past year. He could come in and play right away. So my question to you is very quickly, if you're filling a roster slot and you're Rick Barnes, and let's say you could get your choice, do you get the guy who could help you next year but can't help you this coming season? Or do you go get somebody who could help you this season but that guy's got baggage?
I'm taking the guy that's the better player, and if I've got to wait till the third year of my tenure, that's who I want, whoever I think's better. If that guy has to sit out a year, because let's face it, even if they bring in my opinion, Emmett Holt, they're not going to be substantially better. I think year 3 is when you make your move. So if one of those guys that has to sit out is the answer, I'm taking him.
Great.
I think that's a valid point. I think you could bring in a JUCO All-American next year, and I don't know that you're going to, contend for an SEC championship. So maybe the smarter move is to look 2 years down the road.
I totally agree. I think the only thing guaranteed is you still go through growing pains next year on Tennessee's basketball team. Year 3 is, I think, where you really hope to target trying to get back to the NCAA tournament.
15, 20 seconds, Chuck.
Is it too late to sign Jalen Steele? He did pretty good at LMU.
Can he play the post?
I don't want to show the desperation just yet, because I don't think you're going to reap the rewards of that.
I think the smarter play is to get the guy that's the best player, and that means waiting, and that's what you do. Thanks to these guys. Thanks to our crew behind the scenes who are always fantastic. Thanks to you for watching. And thanks to our sponsors who do just a great job. That's why they're on this show. That's why I talk about them. That's why you see their spots in the show. I believe in them, and I hope that you will too. I hope you'll trust me on that front. If it weren't for them, there wouldn't be a show like this that's in its 13th year, going year-round in Knoxville, Tennessee. So thanks to them, and thanks to you. We'll see you on Overtime at SportsSource.tv later today. We'll see you next Sunday at 11, right back here for the Sports Source.
The views expressed in this forum do not necessarily reflect those of WATE 6 or of 6 Sports. This has been a paid program.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame. Turn your memorabilia into a work of art.